Hey friends, this is the Miss Wolfie from our half-acre homestead, and I'm still quilting, so I need to make something simple but nutritious and delicious for supper. I'm going to make a mushroom soup casserole. Real simple. Pantry stock mushroom soup casserole. Now here I have elbow macaroni, because that's what I have. If you have egg noodles, they'd be better, but this is what I have, so it's what I'm working with. I have about 2 cups or 1.5 cups of organic beef broth from the pantry. My home ground canned turkey. A can of Elmer mushroom soup. A can of mushrooms. And in this jar, I have 1/2 cup of dried leeks, 1/2 cup of dried vegetables, 2 tablespoons of MSG-free onion soup mix, and 1 diced onion. And all I'm going to do is, my water's heating up for the noodles, but I'm just going to pour the beef broth right in with the dried vegetables, because supper won't be going on for a couple of hours yet. So we're just going to let the dried vegetables and the fresh onions just soak. And that onion soup mix, we're just going to let that soak in the broth until we cook the macaroni. And if you have some mozzarella cheese or something that you grated that you want to put on top, that will be fine too. I've never done this before. I've done things similar, so we'll let Papa be the taste test. And now I'm just going to bring to a boil 1.5 cups of macaroni. I'm going to turn it down to medium, put the lid back on, and let it cook. First things first, I'm going to drop in my dry canned ground turkey. Let's move our bowl out of the way first. And I'm just going to bust it up with a spatula. See, it breaks up really nice and easy because there's no liquid in it. Although if I had canned it with some broth, I wouldn't have had to use the broth from the fridge, but that's okay. Okay, so we have our meat mixed in. This is my solution to not wanting to cook today. In goes our mushroom soup and our broth, onion, and vegetable mixed. Now it may look runny, folks, but you know what? Those vegetables are still going to soak up a lot of moisture. In goes our can of mushrooms. There we go. Oh, this is going to be lovely. We mix it all together. And we pop it in the casserole dish. I'm telling you folks, it doesn't look like much, but it smells wonderful. A little bit of garlic powder on top. And then we're just going to take this piece of cheese and we're going to grate it on the top. You can grate it onto a plate if you want, but the less dishes the better, I always say. That bit of cheese. This would have made maybe 1 grilled cheese sandwich, is now going to be the topping on our casserole. All right. Okay. Now, this is going into a 350-degree oven for about 1/2 hour with the lid on, and then 15 minutes with the lid off. We'll see you at the dinner table. All right, it's come out of the oven, and I didn't take the lid off because Papa phoned and said he was going to be a little bit late. So I didn't take the lid off. I was afraid it would dry out, but it's still lovely. And I'm holding the camera in my hand. I can't even find my spoons. So I'm going to use a cup. Oh, look at this. It's a measuring cup. Oh my God. And I have been drowning in my own saliva. Now you may not see a lot of vegetables in here, but they are there, trust me. Isn't that beautiful? We'll see you at the table when Daddy tucks in. Oh, they think they're going to get some, do they?
Oh, you do you?
This is a mushroom soup casserole because you wouldn't buy me subs tonight.
No, I was not going to buy you subs.
Well, we couldn't afford it, so. It's going to be hot. Now, do you need to pepper that?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I doused it in the stuff. I even put chili flakes in there. Oh my
Always
God.
room for pepper.
Always room for pepper. Oh,
So I used to make stuff in the old days. Kraft dinner, hamburger, and mushroom soup,
and onions.
and onions. This is so much better. Same thing, but better.
It's not the same thing.
Well, almost the same.
No, there's beef broth and vegetables and cheese and mushroom soup and mushrooms and onions and
Very tasty. Mine would last an entire week in a big pot in the fridge, and I just eat out of it when I got home.
do you regret ever do you miss being a bachelor at all?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Thank you, dear. Well, that's one good thing at least, right? I can still cook. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, when you don't want to cook, go to your pantry. Find stuff. I mean, Howie did say that a grilled cheese and a bowl of soup would have been fine, but I would have had to stand over the stove to cook that. This, all I really cooked was the noodles, and I just put everything else together, and away it went. I don't know what to call it, but I hope you try it, and I hope you enjoy it. Take care. God bless.